Hello everybody, Jake here. As you can see, got some bigger connectors here on the table. Thought it would be a good time to just share with everybody what we've got going on and what's currently kind of in the prototype stage and what's going to be coming soon. So first up, we've got the top rail T connector. This is as close as out of all these, it's the closest to being ready and released. We did a whole video on the top rail T, and we did like an interest check, and we appreciate the feedback on this, and definitely check out the two videos that we did on this. I'll link those down below if you want to check them out. But this is going to be coming out really soon. It's really close to being done. And here I've got 3/4 inch connectors to kind of compare the sizing on everything, but that's the 3/4 inch EMT, that's the top rail T, and right now all of these are still in like raw steel kind of prototype stage, so that don't worry about the any like rust spots or anything like that. This is just the raw steel. But this is the top rail T, going to be coming really soon, and like I said, it's the closest out of all of these to being ready, but still wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up on what we've been working on. And mostly everything except the top rail T is for 1-inch EMT conduit. We've released the T connector and a few other connectors for 1-inch EMT, and there's been a lot of other connectors that you guys have needed for your projects, and we've been hard at work to get those available in the 1-inch EMT size. So we'll just kind of go down the line here, and we'll start with the adjustable 180. Now this is a 3/4 inch version. We just released this not too long ago, and here is the 1-inch EMT version. As you can see, pretty big. That's how all these are going to be. I mean, even the coupling, look how giant that is. But this is the adjustable 180, and definitely check out our overview on all of the connectors to kind of see how you can use these and kind of decide on which connector to use in your projects. Even though we don't have these 1-inch versions out yet, you can still kind of get planning your 1-inch projects, and you can kind of see how all of these connectors can be used in your builds. And then this, I'll just kind of show you what's going on and what to expect. So this is the 1-inch adjustable 180, pretty much the same construction as the 3/4 inch version, and of course it'll have the in clamps for the adjustable 180 parts. And there's actually some cool hidden features that we'll kind of dive more into once we do the releases and the overview of the parts. But kind of a sneak peek is we designed the adjustable 180 and adjustable angle hinge pieces to be compatible both with 3/4 and 1-inch. So what that means is you can have a 1-inch EMT pipe in the middle and then a 3/4 inch adjustable pipe coming out of it. So this is going to be really useful for bracing, and we spent a lot of time working really hard on that because you can have a 1-inch pipe in the middle and then brace with 3/4 inch. So that's going to be really useful. And same goes for the adjustable angle. We'll talk about that in a second. But that's the adjustable 180. Like I said, we just released this not too long ago for 3/4 inch, and we've got the 1-inch version, in the pipeline. In the pipeline, that's funny. In the pipeline as well. Next up is the coupling, another recent release, and this is the 1-inch version of it. Here it is. It looks ginormous next to. I just can't get over the difference in size. I mean, you see 3/4 inch conduit next to 1-inch conduit, and you don't think it's that big of a difference, but when you see the connectors side by side, it's pretty wild. And like I said, these are still in prototype phase, so like that bolt hole is not accurate. And these are just prototypes, and we're still working out some kinks and everything. But this is the 3/4 inch coupling inside of the 1-inch coupling. And it's just going to be a massive connector, but it's going to be really useful for coupling two pieces of 1-inch EMT conduit together. The feedback on this has been great. We've seen a lot of people in the community using it recently, and we really appreciate all the feedback and everything on this coupling. And it's going to be cool to have it for 1-inch, so you can use it in 1-inch builds as well. Speaking of which, the flange is another one that we've seen a lot of people use recently. It allows you to attach to a flat surface and then have your conduit coming out of it. And this is the 3/4 inch version. Same thing goes for the 1-inch. It's going to have a flat base for you to kind of go down, secure this to a flat surface, then have your 1-inch pipe secured inside of it. We still, maintain the kind of slot for the washer hack. If you don't know what I'm talking about, basically you can reinforce the connection with threaded pipe inserts and a washer. We talked about that in the flange video for 3/4 inch. I'll link that down below so you can check that out. But we wanted to maintain that same hack in this so you could reinforce your flange connections with 1-inch EMT. So we've got that still, and here it is. And one thing I haven't mentioned yet is the hardware for the 3/4 inch connectors and the 1 inch connectors are going to be the same M6 nut and bolt. So you just need a 5mm hex wrench to put them together. And yeah, like I said, these are just prototypes, but we'll keep on moving down the line. Next up is the 45-degree connector. This is a crucial one because bracing is super important. You got to add your 45-degree bracing throughout the project, and this is just the 1 inch version of it. And we worked really hard on this one. Getting that 45-degree angle is kind of a tricky process. It's hard to explain why, but you can imagine it's kind of a tricky connector to make, but we've got it now for the 1 inch EMT. Well, at least we have a prototype, and we're really close, just still working out some of those kinks. But we'll have it soon enough for you guys. But this is the 1 inch 45 next to the 3/4 inch 45. Whenever you put it side by side like that, it doesn't look that crazy difference. But once you put it inside of it, I mean, you can pretty much just cover it completely. Don't even know it's in there. It's massive. But another angled connector that's really crucial is the adjustable angle, and it's basically two pieces. And just like with the 3/4 inch version, you can buy the 2 halves separately, or you will be able to buy the 2 halves separately. And this allows you to make an adjustable angle and even a hinge. And just like I said with the adjustable 180, we worked hard to maintain the dimensions to be the same on the tab here. So you can use this both in the adjustable 180 middle piece there, and you can also use it with the puzzle piece, as you can see here. And just like the adjustable angle connector, for 3/4 inch, it has 2 bolts, one in the top piece for the puzzle, and then one down low for the pipe and the end clamp. And you have the same functionality as far as just using this as like an end to a pipe, so you can make a mounting point for a piece of conduit. And the same goes for the puzzle piece as well, if you want to just use this to secure a flat surface, as we've talked about with the adjustable angle flange. And I guess that's pretty much it for now. I mean, the question on your mind is probably, when are all these coming? So as I said, the Top Rail T is coming really soon. We've been working hard on this one, and it'll be released sometime before the end of the year. Should be mid-November is what we're planning. And then all of these, we're still working out. We manufacture all the parts here in our shop, if you don't know, or if that isn't obvious. And we're working on the tooling for the parts and getting all that ready. And so it's quite the process, but we've got some prototypes, as you can see, and they're coming out really great. We're just working out some of the kinks, like I said, but we'll have these. You can expect these early next year. So January, February, we'll start releasing these as we get them finished. It'll most likely be a 1-by-1 thing. Now that we've got prototypes that are pretty close to being done across all of them, we'll be able to kind of focus in, finalize the adjustable angle, for example, get that one out there. So you can expect to see these, early next year, January, February, which will be great. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on what we've got on the workbench here and what's coming. So thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you in the next video.